Hey everybody, Spiridude here, and I'm back with another video, and today we're going to be taking a look at all of the shiny hunting methods introduced up until now in Pokemon Sword and Shield. And there are quite a few, especially with Crown Tundra just coming out the other day. Hasn't been too long really, but it seems a lot of people have discovered a few other shiny hunting methods, so I'm going to go over those as well. And we're going to start out with the simplest one. So you've maybe, like me, completed your regular living decks, right? You've went into Pokemon Home, like you've organized everything. Now you're working on your shiny living decks. And this would be a great way to kind of review what is available to you as shiny hunting methods. So we're going to start with the first one, a really simple one. And I'm going to really break them down. So do we have a shiny charm? Do we not have a shiny charm? All of that, knockout method, the static encounters, the Dynamax Adventures. So we're going to take a look at all of them. The first one, we're going to be pretending that we don't have the shiny charm and we're just running into Pokemon either in the overworld or randomly. So I'm going to run into this random Nickit here. And he's not shiny. I don't have a shiny charm, so I have about like a 1 in 4,000, I think it's 4,096 if I'm not mistaken, chance of it being shiny. Okay, so I'm not shiny, I run away, I keep running into them. Not too likely that I'm going to get it. The second method, same thing, but running into a random Pokemon. I saw that exclamation point. There I go, random encounter now, not with one that's actually visible. Same thing, 1 in 4,096. I don't have a shiny charm, so I'm going to keep running away and running into them. So, how do we get the chances up a little bit? Well, to do that, what we want to do is get the shiny charm. And to do that, first you're going to need to complete the entire Pokedex. So as you can see here, I've caught all 400, seen 400. Doesn't include Isle of Armor and Crown Tundra. Just the main Sword or Shield Pokedex. So once you've completed it, then you can go to Circhester, which is a city located kind of in the northeast of the Galar region. It's up by where these mountain peaks are. You can kind of see them with the snow, and it's where routes 8 and 9 meet. So you're going to go to Circhester, which is right here. And then once you get to the city, whether you're on bike or foot, it's actually a very short walk. It's directly to the right of the Pokemon Center. So there's this hotel here. We're going to go into the hotel with the flags on the building and go upstairs using this elevator. Once upstairs, we're going to go to the left at the second door. And inside the second door is this woman playing Pokemon Go. Just swiping up. And then this guy in a mask. Pre-pandemic too. And we're going to talk to him. He's going to show you your beautiful certificate as he puts it. And then once you've seen the certificate, he's going to give you the shiny charm. I already have it in this version, so he's not saying anything else. And then you don't have to activate it or anything. It just sits in your key items. So I'm going to go over to my key items in my bag. And there's my shiny charm. So set to increase the chance of finding a shiny Pokemon in the wild. Once you have the shiny charm, we're going to go back and I'm going to demonstrate that same method, right? That same method of running into the Pokemon. So we're just going to go all the way back and fly to so we're going to fly to Wedgehurst so that we can get ourselves back in that grass and continue talking about the next few methods of shiny hunting. So let's bike all the way back, and here we are. So the next method, now that I have the shiny charm, same thing again, running into them again and again. Now your shiny chances are increased by 3 times. So it's like 1 in 1,300 or so, 1,365 I want to say. So he's not shiny. I'm going to run away and do the same thing for random encounters too. Now, I want to increase my chances even further, and here's my next method of shiny hunting. For the next method, what I want to do is run into the Pokemon, and Squabit is actually one of the ones that I've already done this with, and I found a shiny using this, is to knock them out. You might have heard of the knockout method. The Pokemon Company was promoting it themselves on their website when Sword and Shield came out. So I'm going to knock it out, and then there's no chaining involved. I'm just going to keep going through and knocking out Squabit after Squabit. I can knock out other ones if I want to increase my knockout count on those. But the main goal is to get to 500 knockouts. So it's a lot. It takes a while. I recommend using another method like the egg hatching at the same time. That way you're kind of, not too bored and you're hunting 2 at a time. I like doing that, but I'll mention that a little bit later in the video. Now that I have the shiny charm and I want to use the knockout method, I just knocked out that Squabit. So I'm going to go in and check how many have been knocked out. So I know it's down here somewhere. Here we go. Oh, so here it is. That's actually the shiny version. Yep. And I've already knocked out 750. I guess I went a little overboard. I think I started hunting him. I wasn't sure what the method was. So you can see right there with the number battled, it's 750. After you've hit the 500 mark, just keep running into them. And that's our next method. So after this method, I want to show you another one, and that involves egg hatching. Personally, this is my favorite method. It's actually the easiest one, and you're hatching 5 eggs at a time. Now let me show you. We're going to fly to this Pokemon nursery. So this is Turffield. Just to the east of Turffield, you're going to find Route 5. On Route 5 is the Pokemon nursery. I really prefer this nursery, and I'm going to show you why, actually. So she actually already has an egg. I'm just going to grab it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give her a Pokemon. So I have my Executor here, right? I'm going to give her a Pokemon to take care of. So I'm going to take back my my Staryu here. This is my foreign Ditto. So we're gonna be using the Masuda method, where you can go online and get yourself a foreign Ditto from another country. I don't want to take that out. And that's going to increase your chances up to 1 in 5/12. So just like when you are doing the knockout method, same chance of getting a shiny. So I'd like to leave a Pokemon. I want to hunt for a shiny Execute. So I'm going to give him Executor, put that into the daycare, pay the 500. Exorbitant fees. They're ridiculously expensive. And then I know I have another egg, and that's a Staryu. But just for the sake of time, I'm just gonna leave that egg. Well, no, I can show the whole thing. So I'm just gonna put the Staryu in some random place. Just put the egg away. And finally, I have just my Registeel left. So I want to put a Pokemon here that has the Flame Body ability. You can see it right on the right there, where it's showing you, okay, it has Flame Body, so it's going to make the eggs hatch more quickly. Volcarona is one. Sizzlipede, I have one of those that also, or Centiskorch, I guess, that also has Flame Body. So now all I'm going to do, first of all, I'm going to go back, is open up an empty box. That's empty enough. Just going to put those away. And I'm going to fill up this whole box with eggs, right? So the way to do that is I'm going to ride back and forth. What I've found, and this is kind of a little tip and trick, is if I ride to those reporters and then ride back, she will almost always, of course now she's proving me wrong, she will almost always have an egg. And you'll notice she has an egg for you when she folds her arms. So now her arms are folded. She's kind of like going like this. So she has an egg. I'm going to collect that egg. Perfect. So now I've got my first egg. Now these eggs aren't going to all hatch at the same exact time, but once you fill up your all your egg spaces, I'm going to fill up 5, it's going to ask you, where would you like to send this egg? Right now it's automatically adding it to the party because there's space. So when it asks you where to send the egg, always send it to a box. And that's why I have that empty box there. So sending it to a box, what I like to do is I like to fill up the box with 30 eggs, right? Because the box holds 30. And then I'm going to do 5 at a time. And it's really convenient because you can just transfer them. There's a multi-select option, right? So you can just transfer all 5, the whole column, over to your Pokemon party. So it makes it very convenient. So now I'm going to get some more. And as I mentioned before, there's a reason that I chose this nursery. The reason for that being is that there is actually a great place here where you don't have to actually fly anywhere. So I have 5, I can kind of demonstrate this. So I'm going to accelerate here. So my bike has been fully upgraded. When you accelerate, it actually will gain you more steps than if you don't. So I'm just going to keep accelerating. As soon as I see a little green lightning, I'm going to keep going. My first egg is already hatched. So I know it accounted for the steps that I took getting the other eggs. But it's pretty quick. So all the eggs that are going to be in the box, since they are all getting taken out at the same time, they're going to hatch at the same time. So only make a couple steps in between. With these 5, it's going to take a little longer, right? So we're going to ride back and forth and hopefully eventually get that shiny execute. So that's basically the process for this method of shiny hunting, where you're just hatching the eggs. You can always combine those 2 methods, the previous one and this one, where you're both knocking out and you're hatching the eggs. So this is a great method to use. I found my shiny Squavit that way, and then I was also hatching some, I think I was working on Execute actually, maybe Staryu. And then I won't hatch the next 3, but you get the gist. So you can always run around, grab some more eggs while also knocking out Pokemon. It's like 2 methods in one right there. So now that we've covered that method, I'm going to put those eggs away because they're just going to keep hatching, right? I'll hatch those later, check if they're shiny, but probably just forget about them. So now the next method is a little bit different, and that involves static encounters. Now, Isle of Armor didn't really have any new shiny hunting methods per se. It was still the same thing, and you'd have Pokemon following you, but as far as shiny hunting methods themselves, not so much. But we're going to take a look at something introduced in the Crown Tundra, and that is the static encounters. So basically, what you would do there is you would go to a Pokemon like the Regis. And actually, for this method, probably best if I demonstrate this. Yeah, let me just save my game here. I'm actually going to use my Pokemon Sword game to demonstrate this method. So this method involves shiny hunting Pokemon that are just static. They aren't roaming anywhere, they're just in one place. So as you might know, the legendaries, Zacian and Zamazenta, are shiny locked. But Crown Tundra introduced a bunch of legendaries returning from previous generations, and 2 new ones, right? The Regidrago, Regieleki, who are shiny huntable. So in my sword game here, I'm actually currently hunting, as you may have seen in my previous video, the shiny Regirock. And this is its location, in case anyone else is hunting it. It's in Giant's Bed. I've already flown there before, so It's unlocked Giant's Bed. And for static encounters, you actually can't up your shiny rate any further than what it is just normally with a shiny charm. So like the 11365, I think. So for a static encounter for this Regirock, I lit up all the lights, as again you saw in my previous video. And for these static encounters, I can actually run away. So this is a fantastic shiny hunting method. I was really hoping that was going to be shiny. And it doesn't require any soft resetting. You can, but from what I've seen, I believe it's about 10 seconds longer. And I've seen other Pokemon YouTubers also find that. And I'm just going to keep doing this over and over again. I actually initially, that was weird. I initially was knocking them out, but then I found out actually it makes no difference. I found my shiny Registeel very quickly using this method. I don't know why I'm having such bad luck with the Regirock. I feel like I've actually run away from like 1,000 Regirock at this point. Anyway, so that is static encounter shiny hunting. And once again, certain ones, static encounters are shiny locked. Calyrex, obviously, with both the horses is shiny locked, so you can't get those, even those are static. Those are static. So the next method that I'd like to demonstrate is the method of using the dens, right? The Dynamax dens. Now this is not the Dynamax Adventures. This is just the regular dens. This is a little more complicated. I won't go too much into the details, but I'll show just the general way of doing this. So the best way to shiny hunt here is to find, first of all, the Pokemon that you want. So if you've got a bunch of wishing pieces, you can buy them for the Dynite ore that you get for getting Dynamax Adventures. And then you want to find the Pokemon that you want. So this is, looks like it's a, what is that? Aggron, I think. And let's say I want the Aggron. I can invite others or don't invite others, either way. But in this case, what we're going to do is, okay, I found that one Pokemon that I want, right? I want that in a shiny right now. I can't wait. What I'm going to do first, the thing's like crawling up to me. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to save my game, right? That's my very first step. I'm going to save my game, and then I'm going to open it up, and what I'm going to do is stay offline. So the way you know you're offline is you're going to hit the Y on the Pro Controller or just your regular Joy-Con, and down at the bottom it's going to say connect to the internet. So see at the bottom there. Now, if it says connect to the internet, obviously means you're not connected to the internet. That's what you want, actually. So now I'm going to go in there. There's the one I want. I'm going to hit invite others. Now that I see those searching Pokeballs, they're not going to find anything, right? You're not connected. So I'm going to go back home. I'm going to press the home button, go to the system settings, and then I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom to system. Then I'm going to go, this is actually not the bottom though, kind of looks like it. Go to date and time, synchronize clock via internet. And then we're going to change the time. We're going to actually change the day. So if it's Halloween today, we're going to go to November 1st and then go to OK. So I do have to apologize. I was actually meaning to show you first how to find the Pokemon that you want. This is that method. So now if you were to quit out of here, because I've changed the day, so the Switch thinks it's now the next day. Now it's a different Pokemon. It's a Sojourner. So I needed to back up a little bit, I guess. So I'm finding the Pokemon that I want by changing the day as opposed to like riding around, flying around. So I found the Pokemon that I want. I saved my game. Let's say it's a Sojourner. I'm going to either invite others or don't invite others. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to check whether it's shiny. So I'm going to say don't invite others just for the sake of time. And I'm going to see, is that Dynamax Pokemon or Gigantamax Pokemon shiny? It does not look shiny to me. I don't know if I know what a Stonejourner shiny one looks like. But see, not shiny. So okay, I'm going to say I don't want this one. I'm just going to go home. I'm going to soft reset my game and close. When I bring it back up, it's going to start me right back. Yeah, I can't escape, of course. So actually, I'm going to do this. It's going to start me right back at that same den. So when I go back into the den, it's going to then bring up a new encounter with that same Pokemon. So here, I believe I still have that save from Aggron. So in all fairness, I'll admit, messed up a little bit there. All right, so there's my Aggron. And then I can just keep soft resetting until I find a shiny. So same odds there as if you were to just have a shiny charm and just running into Pokemon. So it's like 1 in 1,300, something like that. Not great odds, but not too bad. A lot better than 1 in 4,000, right? So that's another method. The final method that I'm going to show tonight is the Dynamax Adventure method. So I'm going to go to this, fly to the slippery slope. If you fly to the slippery slope, you can go right into here. So this is the longest demo, but I'm going to go all the way through because I'm committed. And I've actually already saved 3 that I've been shiny hunting. Tapu Koko, Tornadus, and Latios. Now, I'm going to go for a shiny Tapu Koko, and here is the method to do that. So I've gone through, I did a Dynamax Adventure, I had Tapu Koko. She asked, would you like me to write that down, save the location? I said yes. Now I'm going to go in, select that Tapu Koko. Now with a shiny charm, you actually have a 1 in 25 chance of getting a shiny here. So the way that works is it's actually a 1 in 100 chance of getting one particular shiny, but it's 4 of them. So you have a 4 out of 100 chance, which is 1 out of 25. I'm actually going to connect to the internet and get some people to join me here. And we're going to go after that Tapu Koko. So probably should have connected to the internet first. I'm going to invite others. I've been noticing actually it's very quick. Sometimes within the first 10 seconds that someone joins. But yeah, see, already. And I'm going to just try to wait for 4 people. I know some people have been saying that Dynamax Adventures, they work just fine with AI. I actually really like having real people do these with me. So I'm going to wait for them to join. And then I'm going to say ready to battle. Hopefully a 4th one joins. Yep, there we go. All right, and we're going to jump into it. So this is pretty much like a live shiny hunt. So we're going for Tapu Koko, so what you're going to want to do is try to choose one. Now, Tapu Koko is weak against ground and poison, so not really anything here. I'm just going to grab a random one. I'm going to grab this Ninjask, hoping that a ground or poison will come up. But if not, that's okay. As you'll see in a second. So it's kind of a Dynamax Adventure guide as well. Okay, so it looks like we're almost ready here once the Lagoon chooses a Pokemon for himself or herself. Let's see. Yeah, it's not an easy choice because there's no... Got the Rotom. It's a good one. It's not an easy choice. It wasn't ground, poison, ground. Look at that right off the bat. I saw another ground in there. I think fighting, rock. Any poison? No. Then ground it is. I think I'd like to go there. Are we in agreement or no? We are not. Yes, we agree. Okay. Yeah, because we really need some ground Pokemon here in order to take that Tapu Koko down. Actually, I would say that the egg hatching was my favorite method until this came around. This is just fun all around to do that, and you're technically shiny hunting 4 separate ones, and you have a 1 in 100 chance each time. It's phenomenal. So this is almost like shiny hunting heaven, and I don't actually know if this is even fair at this point. Are they even shiny at that point? Well, it's become so easy, right? So I don't have anything that can really hit him. What I like to do is to Dynamax, but then find just the most powerful move and something that will affect their stats or boost your team. So I'm going to go for this one. It's going to lower the special attack of the Marowak that we're fighting. Attack the Marowak. And then we're just going to wait for everyone else to input their moves, which sometimes takes a while. My laptop's fan is working kind of hard over there. Been recording for about 25 minutes now. Alright, Dynamaxing that Ninjask. Okay, max by. Yeah, I didn't expect that to do too much damage. It is a little surprising. It's still a Dynamax to move, but it's not super effective on him. So, but at least I drove his special attack down. Light screen is always great. Protect this team. Okay, that'll work. Nice. At least someone had something super effective, right? Okay, second turn. Never like it when their special defense rises. No, I'm just gonna do the same thing again. Ooh, Rotom, flapping its little electric wings. Come on, everybody. Let's get our moves in. Come on, Mr. Mime. So obviously this is the longest shiny hunting method, right? This takes the most amount of time. Especially, you never know how long people are going to take to, you know, choose their attacks, kind of think through a strategy. So it can take a little longer. But I get to do Dynamax Adventure. I felt like this would be a nice way to kind of wrap up with one final method of shiny hunting. Get whatever's in my out of my eye. Alright, Marowak is kind of close to going down. We're getting there. I feel like Rotom is just like frantically trying to stay afloat. Oh, hey, Pikachu peeked out. There he is. I can never point in the right direction. There he is. Clearly getting bored. Actually, I've found that multitasking while doing this, even the Dynamax Adventures, is a pretty good idea. Because honestly, you're just inputting a move and then you're waiting for everyone else to input one. So unless you're doing a live stream, which I do look forward to doing. Oh, almost. There we go. Unless you're doing one of those and you kind of just, you know, chatting with people, it's really, you're pretty much free in between, you know, these. So I'm going to catch them all. So that is a key here. So now that we've defeated the Marowak, I hit catch, I had a regular Pokeball. Something to remember, these are all 100% catches. So use a regular Pokeball if you want. It's really cheap to buy, right? They're like 100 or something, $100 in the, you know, in the shops. So I just bought myself like 100. Even the legendary at the end, it's 100% catch. It will rock 3 times, as you'll see, but you will always catch them. So great news, Marowak does have a ground attack. Sometimes they're the right type that you want, but they won't have the type attack. It's still sometimes good. Marowak especially good because electric attacks will not affect Marowak at all when Tapu Koko is electric and fairy. So I want to swap. Let's see if I get it or if someone else gets it. Doesn't matter. If someone else gets it, great. Be good, great Pokemon to have against Tapu Koko. All right. So next choice, Ground, Ghost, Water. I would go with Ground again. I do have a feeling that we're not going to be in agreement on this one, though. But we'll see. Are we in agreement? We are in agreement. Okay. What is in there? A Rhydon? I like to look in the clouds and kind of like predict. Oh no, it's a Nidoking. It's a Nidoking. And then for these items, I don't really have a specific suggestion. I actually kind of like Life Orb. You don't get that very often, because it will increase the amount of damage that I do. But it does take some HP away each turn. I think it's a good trade-off, though. Alright, so we'll get 2 more, and then we're getting to the Tapu Koko. Hopefully this one will go a little more quickly. This one is also weak against ground, and I have ground. And also against Psychic, Queen. Okay. And luckily we've got Mr. Mime, so that's great news. Absol, probably not. Rotom, not great. I'm not sure what moves he has. Alright, so I've got my Bone Meringue. Alright, everyone's settled in. Yeah, so this time around it was actually much more quick. Much more quick, yes. Much quicker. Okay. So I'm actually really glad Mr. Mime is the one that Dynamax, because he's most likely going to use a Psychic move, I hope. And that should be super effective. Yeah, there we go. On that Nidoqueen. Perfect. About a quarter of its health gone. So we could most likely get this Nidoqueen fainted much more quickly than that Marowak. That'll feel kind of weird. I always love that one. It doesn't really tell you anything. Like, what does that mean? I know that it blocks certain attacks. I think it's like Dark is blocked when something like that. Alright, Bone Meringue, not bad either. It's a nice chunk. That and it hits a few times, twice here. I lost some of my HP, so I did do a little extra damage to it there. But yeah, that was just the first turn, right? So clearly it's only going to take us 2 turns to take this thing down. Not too bad. Wow. Very nice. Let's get that in a Pokeball. Once again, we got a 100% chance, so I'm just throwing the Pokeball in there. And I actually already have a shiny Nidoqueen in Pokemon Home, but I guess the second one. It's always good trading power, right? You can always trade it away for another shiny, maybe, if someone will do that for you. I also have a shiny Marowak, but that's okay. I'm going to just hold on to someone who got that Nidoqueen for sure. I'm just going to hold on to my Marowak. I actually like that it has Screech, because that might come in handy later. to, you know, take the defense down, that stat down for Tapu Koko. So it's a bit of a tough choice, but I'm going to say rock because he might have some ground moves. I don't know if they'll agree. Yeah. Because I think it's a, what is it, a Tyrantrum? I think. All right, so we have this one, and then we have the Tapu Koko. Yeah, it's a Tyrantrum. Whew. 35 minutes of talking will make your throat dry. Might take a break. Eventually I'll learn how to piece these videos together. Luckily, Scorching Sands, I guess, was restored. Wait, Scorching Sands. Oh, I think I accidentally took the Nidoqueen. I was talking. I didn't mean to take it, but that's okay. It has a poison attack too, which should be very useful in the next battle. And it's a part ground type. It's perfect, actually. Alright, Mr. Mime, come on, let's decide. Okay. That's a worthy move. I guess he didn't have anything that'd be effective in burning him again. Yeah, having status conditions put on the Dynamax Adventure Pokemon, definitely a very good idea. Especially the ones that just you have to like chip away at their health. The status conditions help a lot. Alright, I forgot he's ground type as well. Or is he... Is he ground? What type is he? Yeah, so see, I'm just kind of... Oh. I was multitasking, I missed that. So we've got Tyrantrum... Oh, Dragon and Rock. Okay, I suspected maybe it was Dragon, because otherwise Ice wouldn't have been super effective. Mr. Mime deciding again? Yeah, he's taking a while. Coming. Here we go. Alright, I need a short work with this Tyrantrum, that's for sure. Okay. Oh, looks like our Mr. Mime's gonna go down. See you later. So just like with the Dynamax Den, the regular dens, after you've had 4 Pokemon faint, or Pokemon faint 4 times, or you've gone 10 turns, either way, you're gonna get knocked out of the den. When you do though, you get to choose to keep one of the Pokemon that you've already defeated. So let's say if Tyrantrum, we don't defeat him, we don't get to choose to pick him. By we, I mean all the people participating in this adventure. But the previous 2 that were knocked out, that Marowak and Nidoqueen, we do get to keep them. Or choose one, rather, to keep. So you kind of notice on the final screen that it won't be 4, it will be just 2 or 3 in that case. So if you don't knock out the Tapu Koko here, it'll be 3. Alright. And catch this guy. I know this video is kind of dragging on a little bit long, but I just wanted to kind of demonstrate all those shiny hunting methods and make sure that you know what you have available to you, what the odds kind of are, what's the best way of shiny hunting a specific one. So, for example, right now I'm going for Regirock. Best way is to just go into Crown Tundra, do that static encounter, run away, right? Okay, so we're going into our final battle. I'm actually going to hold on to my Nidoqueen. Hopefully I get it right this time. I'm good without it. Let's make sure I select that. Once this loads, hold on. Okay, I'm good without it. Looks like Janet might want the Tyrantrum. Yep. Okay. And moving on. Here we go. All right. This isn't the moment of truth, but let's say moment of truth. So we have our Tapu Koko. Now, if I haven't mentioned already, I don't think I have, they'll never appear shiny in the battles here. So right here you see the Tapu Koko. It's not shiny on this side. But that's okay, it will never be shiny here. You're gonna have to check whether it's shiny on the following screen. Not gonna run. Can't run anyway. So what does more? Scorching Sands or Venoshock? Venoshock, whose power is doubled. Yeah, Scorching Sands, it can also burn it, and it's super effective against electric, so that's great. Mr. Mime, as always, taking a little extra time. That's okay. He's just trying to find that light screen. The light screen takes a while, you know, in all fairness, in his defense, it takes a while to put up that light screen, so. Oh, I like that shirt. He's got the Calyrex on it. That's pretty cool. The statue that's in Freezington. It's a Coldington. Freezington. It's very Coldington there. Quick attack. Wow, that quick attack. Oh, it's a crit. Okay. What's that? Quick attack did a ton of damage. There we go. So it seems like a pattern here. We've got the light screen. It's almost like they're playing from the same house. Like, all right, do light screen. I'm gonna do Will-O-Wisp. I'm gonna burn that thing. This isn't bad actually. We've gotten down like a quarter of its health in just the first turn. I think I haven't even used. Okay, I did use Scorching Sands. I wasn't watching it. So I know it's a little bit misleading, but the shiny Mew down there can't shiny hunt Mew in this game. Not to my knowledge, anyway. But I might be mistaken. I don't think so. I feel like I would have heard about that, but who knows. Okay. Well, you're not doing light screens, so what are you doing over there, Mr. Mime? Come on. It's been an hour-long video when all is said and done, right? That's kind of crazy. So I did just create my channel today, as I mentioned in my first video, which you can go check out on my channel. So YouTube, being they, is not allowing me to live stream yet, but starting tomorrow, so that's November 1st, happy Halloween, by the way, I will be able to live stream. I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to try to do that daily. Definitely shiny hunting, doing the Dynamax Adventures, when they have new games release, anything like that. I'll definitely be doing that. Rumors, you know, I always love a good rumor or leak. Love those leaks. I can't Dynamax. Anyone gonna be Dynamaxing? No? Maybe? Mr. Mime's paralyzed. Okay. But yeah, I thought I'd just jump right into it and get these videos off the ground. Kind of get used to using OBS a little bit. I'm sure if you're a Pokemon YouTuber, you've heard of it already. And it's not too bad. Look at that Mew. He's jumping all the way around. He's teleported. What? You know, because I'm bored. Waiting for everyone to make their moves. There we go. We have taken Tapu Koko out. It is down. It's time to catch it and check for our shinies. So I'm going to go ahead, catch. I'm just going to use a Pokeball. Like I said, it's always 100% guaranteed catch for all 4 Pokemon. I've never had one escape. I've watched a bunch of people do these as well, so pretty sure it's guaranteed. I know the legendary is, they never said the other ones are, but yeah, they are. So, let's get this guy caught. Watch, it escapes. No. Broke some rocks. Now is the moment of truth. So, we're going to go through, see if any of these are shiny. If they're not obviously shiny, I'm going to show you how to check for sure. So, let's wrap this up. Marowak doesn't look shiny, neither does Nidoqueen. Tyrantrum, I'm not sure. I don't believe that's shiny, though. I think that's just regular. Sadly, Tapu Koko is not shiny either. It's kind of like black on the outside. So, in case you're ever in doubt, though, because some shinies, I know the color variation is very slight, we're going to go in here, check the summary. And I'm just going to page down through all of them. I wasn't sure about this one, but he's not. The way I know that is right at the bottom beneath points needed to level up, you'll see a little Pokeball thing, kind of the 2 semicircles. Well, to the right of that would be a shiny symbol, if it were shiny. So that's not, clearly. So none of these are. I'm just going to go back. I'll take a Tyrantrum, sure. That's a cool Pokemon. And that's about it. Get some Dynite ore. Apparently this is my first Tyrantrum in this game. Alright. 100 million years ago, presence of a king, vicious but magnificent. And that wraps up all of the shiny hunting methods. If you did enjoy this video, I would love it if you could subscribe to my channel. Hit that like button. It's very helpful. And I will be back most likely tomorrow. I'll definitely start doing live streams and putting up a lot of more Pokemon content for everyone to enjoy. I'm going to probably go back to that Regirock shiny hunting too. Alright, well, thank you very much everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time.